Last time on just to see how far it is. Oh, cool. On a surfboard in the Bavians. I mean, who would have thought? What we're about to do now is head all the way through the Bavians, which I haven't done before. Heading on this gravel road out of Bavians towards Willemore, I saw a sign saying Babe Savinkel. You've just got to stop and meet babes. It's a lekker plek, né? En wie's babes? Well, yes, wat zei je, babe? It's like the longest I've ever spent on a gravel road. I could kiss this tar right now if it wasn't 40 degrees. Just down the road, Willemore, so happy. And I keep saying it, incredible. It's just, you just can't stop marveling about how beautiful our country is. From Keerfontein, where we left this morning, to a place called Vlugt. Hoe gaat het? Het jij een moerse lekker koek? Look at that little house. I mean, we're talking going back to Thomas Bain's day, die Squirrel Hasey. Tomorrow I'm going to meet the owners and get some history on this incredible little I can't even call it a town, little settlement. Really stunning. Come on, look here, come. Hello, boy. We decided tonight that we are not going to do the rooftop tent. We want to try out the two-man tent that I got from Front Runner as well. I think it's actually quite handy when you go overlanding to have that option, because let's say we wanted to drive into town, we were spending 3 or 4 days here. Our tent's on the car, so every time you got to pack everything up, so I think it's quite handy to have that. Rayna said I should read the instruction manual when it comes to folding the thing up, but opening it, he said, is really easy. So you just throw it in the air. I suppose I first got to undo all these little clips. Okay, so apparently I just caught it. Jeez, okay, he wasn't joking. That's actually bloody amazing. See you tomorrow when I'm trying to fold this thing up. So I put an inflatable mattress in the tent, fits perfectly. And I bought, apparently you can't use the compressors, I bought this whole thing to inflate it. And let's see if we get air. Good. Oh, okay. A couple of ends, quite nifty. I mean, there is always the this thing. What do you call it? I find these things in every box. The guys never read it. Oh, instruction manual. Yeah, I prefer screwing up the first time and then reading. Let's go see. Yeah, that's easy enough. Looks like there are like 3 different connection ends. That one seems to fit. I think that's fine. Hey, I'm not that fat, am I? Tent pitched and the bed's made. It was time to unwind in front of the fire and tan some meat. Before spreading out for the night.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm here to tell you that these inflatable mattresses are cuck. What a waste of bloody time. I literally may as well just have put a towel down and gone to sleep on the dust. I'm lying flat on the ground, nothing left. So word of advice is like, just get yourself a rolled up foam mattress or something that you can use. Because I'm now thinking I've got like, I don't know, an hour and a half till sunrise. Sleeping on the floor. Wow. Neither.
Right, so I know I was moaning a little bit this morning about having to sleep on the hard ground. Hard ground is hard ground, but when you wake up to a view like we've got here this morning, it is really, really special in the Vlugt. And it's cool to catch up with Ursula and John. Talk to me about the Vlugt, because I mean I've passed through here quite a few times and always thought, who lives here? What is the history behind the Vlugt?
Yeah, I think it all started when Thomas Bain started the pass.
Did he also do the Swartberg Pass?
He did the Swartberg Pass indeed.
And Bain's.
Yeah, because when you go through there, you can still see the old jail, jailhouse on the side. I mean, they should do that with our criminals today.
Yeah,
We've got enough of them. We can keep them busy doing our roads.
We came here 9 years ago. We worked flipping hard,
Yeah.
but it is a wonderful life.
John, what made you come to the Vlugt?
The owner over here is an old friend of mine. He would like us to manage his place, and this is how we got here.
It's incredible when you meet tourists how many of them know more about our country than we do. And that's what we try and do, is put a place like this on the map that people say, hey, instead of driving through, let's stop and let's spend time.
Yeah.
We do off the beaten track,
Yeah.
and we always find new routes. And every time when somebody asks you, where do you live? Even people in play, you say to Vlugt, they say, what's that?
Where's that?
Where?
It's crazy.
People just don't know.
Squirrel AC, I mean, it is such an unbelievable little location. You walk inside, the way you guys have kitted it out, it really is something quite special.
It is. Colin, who lived here, phoned me and he said, I know that you know many people that would love to maybe come and live here. Do you want to sell the place for me? And I said, oh, no. I don't want to, but I will try.
Yeah.
And then the owner happened to be here, and I thought, I'm just going to take a chance and say, Colin is selling next door, would you be interested? And he walked through and he said, what do you think? And I said, yes. And he put the deal through. And here we are. And then we started, it was our own stuff and our own work. We renovated, we did the floor and the roof, painted the ceiling in the bathroom, and then I did all the soft furnishings, and I thought it just came together so nicely.
It's amazing.
It gives me a warm, lovely feeling. I've never had a job like this in my life. I think it's absolutely amazing.
We've met a few people who actually were at school over here.
And we also know people very well. The 3 sisters were born in the house that we live in.
Yeah.
Our house is an 1884 house.
But it surprises me that, homes like this aren't legislated in terms of you've got to look after them because they're national treasures.
I know.
They're supposed to come under the auspices of the National Heritage. I've forgotten what the name is.
Remember in the old days they all had these plaques?
They also have the historical monument plaque. But even those historical monument plaques, they've now made out of plastic because
People steal them.
People were stealing them for scrap metal.
I mean, everywhere here you're trying to be as environmentally friendly, leave as small of an imprint and footprint as possible.
You've probably noticed the water running over there. That standpipe is there so I can see it from our deck.
Oh, so you can see that it's running.
Water. We put in 2.5 kilometers of pipeline up the river in the Prince Alfred Pass.
That's sending the water from down the pass to you.
Yeah, and it's coming down the pass
It's
to
gravity
us.
fed,
And it's all gravity fed, and excess over here flows back
Into
the river.
amazing, and I can swim there.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can swim
It's
in
not
there.
clean now because winter is just over, so it's not been cleaned.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
there's lots of sediment
The
in
water
there.
is
I'm going to put
very
my
nice.
surfboard in there. Every time I find water when I'm not near the ocean, I'm going in with my board.
Yeah.
Squirrel AC. This is surf school. Lady AC. I love it. Ooh. Day 4. Hi, 4. Day 4. Perfect.
And thanks for the coffee. I haven't had my rusk yet, but I'm going to do that now.
Thanks for your time.
No, it's amazing. It's
And if you want to, you can quickly come and have a look at our old
Definitely.
house, and then we're off to town.
that'll be
That's
awesome.
why we look so good today. Makeup even.
Dates from 1980 when I first joined National Park.
It's been around, eh?
And it's been around, and it's one of those things that, you know, it very, very difficult to part with.
No, listen, I think in Afrikaans it houden. It's a character hat, eh?
Absolutely.
I love it. John and Ursula live a life in tune with nature, growing their own vegetables and producing honey which they sell. But they're also committed to restoring the natural vegetation to the area, leading the way in removing the alien wattle trees in the valley. What's that, boy? What's that? What's that? What's that? Is that a kitty cat? Hello. Hello.
As you can see, we've left this task till last because I was warned that there could be a lot of swearing and cussing going on. And I'm reading the instructions. We'll give this a try. Just to make it clear, the instructions didn't say you've got to do it in a red Speedo. I decided to do it because I knew I was going to break out into a sweat. And now I'm going to go for a swim. Oh, it's actually not bad if you read the instructions. I had it the wrong way. Done. Let's go.
Okay, we're having a bit of a escape back to our normal reality. Proper little pamper session. We've headed into Knysna, a place that you all know really, really well, and we are getting spoiled. We're staying at the Elephant Hive tonight. Every time I come to Knysna, there's one place that I go to, and that is Nadine's. Not only because it's pet friendly, but the owner's super cool. We always have a good catch up, and the food is damn fine. And I see they've got lamb pie on special today. That is me sorted. Oh, you know what else is pretty special? It's a short drive from PE to Knysna, so I've asked my folks to come and join us for the night so we can have a cool catch up. And they brought their dog Tammy as well. Tams. Hello, baby. Hello, Mom. How are you?
I know.
Are you good?
This morning.
How are you? Hello.
Where am I going?
How are you? You good?
Yeah, all good.
Hello, Dad.
Very good.
Are you well? Yeah, we're alive. Tams. Hello. Hello, baby. Well, I couldn't agree more. Great coffee, yummy lunch, and I got to meet some locals. What are we doing? We're trying to get rid of her?
Careful, dearie.
Hey, did you get sanitized?
You'll be hospitalized, sanitized.
Beautiful. I think we are in for a proper spoil. Wow. I'm looking at this and thinking it should be just to see how long it is. Different show, so childish. Anyway, you know what? I'm realizing day 4, the joy of overlanding and kitted out the way we are is that we can stay in a rooftop tent, we can throw down a 2-man tent and go and explore. But it's also great if you just want to spoil yourself and just say, you know what, I need a day or 2 days just to check into some place that is absolutely and move away from the camping, glamping, and just rock out proper. You can, and that's what we've done. I mean, we're staying at Elephant Hive, which is just unbelievable. The view looking into the Knysna Lagoon is just otherworldly, amazing. And I haven't had a shower since leaving home 4 days ago. Sure, I've been in the water, but you saw the water was pretty muddy at Branky's Kraal, and I swam in the little lake dam. This is actually going to be the first time my body is going to get soap. Aren't you glad you're not traveling with me? Cheers. What an amazing trip so far. Hang on. This is the executive suite. I've got bubbles. Let me champagne. Squeaky clean. An afternoon just chilling. Playtime for the dogs. Gaska! And a wonderful evening with my folks and new friends where I wasn't on bride duty.
Hashtag Ultimate Bra Master.
I'm very
2020 Lockdown Edition.
I'm very impressed, eh? What a day. Good night. It's day 5 and I couldn't think of a more beautiful view to start the day with. The beautiful Knysna Lagoon. I tell you, I needed a good night's sleep, which is exactly what Elephant Hive provided me with. Amazing. So quiet, so peaceful.
No. Is this how you meet your guests, right? Hey, is this African service?
African service. Morning. You guys had a good evening. And, if there's anything we can do fishy, it's over there.
Fishy, officially you the guy in charge, eh?
Yeah.
Hey? Is this how he always dresses?
Yeah.
So there we go. Hey? Well, after a quick refresh, Ryan was back to talk to me about Elephant Hive. There's something really unique and special here because you've got everything, but it does feel like home. You feel super comfortable here.
Yeah, I think we sort of we top end of the 4-star market. So not without being our sort of motto has always been sort of barefoot luxury.
Yeah.
So where you feel at home but you still get the little mod cons that are available obviously in the suites and what have you. And as you say, coming off if you've been overlanding and you're coming into a little bit of luxury, is probably the nicest thing you've ever done.
How long have you had Elephant Hive?
Yeah, we actually, myself, my mom, my brother, 16 years ago, we had this wacky idea to come down to Knysna, and we originally wanted to buy a guest house. We looked at different properties, and for about 2 years we found, and eventually a guy called Chick Ramsey came up with the idea of just buying a property, and said, brought us up here literally to where we're standing now, and this is just bush. And we walked through, I'll never forget, my mom and I walked through this bush, got to the edge of here, and we're going, okay, let's change our game plan. We said, okay, well, let's build our own thing, something that resonates with us and
That tells your story.
that tells exactly, and that is us, that we feel passionate about and what have you. So we started with the main lodge, and then we built five units on, and it sort of grew from there. And then we built the executive suite on, then we put the family suite on, and eventually the two boys suites. So we landed up with 9 suites. 15 years later, here we are.
I'm imagining, I look at this and I'm going, this is geared up to the foreign market.
Very much so.
And Knysna in itself as well. But it must be hard at the moment with COVID and lockdown.
No, it's been a tough ride. You know, we basically had a rate that we started 15 years ago. So it's like starting a new business almost and reinventing your whole markets. You know, obviously gearing more towards South Africans at the moment. And in saying that, it's nice to also have South Africans coming. I don't know what the future is going to bring, you know, for tourism. My biggest thing is to keep our staff.
Yeah.
So we want to, you know, they've been family they've been with me for 15 years. Fishy, Johnny, Bully, they're all, they're part of us. So you can't, you know, we're not going to just drop them at a Quintos. So
You see, that for me
we're
is,
going to hold on as long as possible. Yeah.
Ryan, that for me is massive respect.
And it's been awesome meeting you guys, and it's really cool. You know?
Well, I want to say last night we were having a really cool braai. It's
Yeah.
the first time I've ever seen a woman do the braaiing, but I mean, welcome to Knysna. Things are different. But you were telling me when I'm done with my little trip here in South Africa,
Yeah.
you're going to show me how it happens cross-border.
I'd love
Is that a deal?
Love to. Pack the bags, let's go.
Late as always. I've got Ryan from General Tyres who is joining us for this part of the trip. We're going to do the 7 passes. Ryan, please tell me that the weather was not your doing.
Definitely not.
You're obviously camping with us.
Definitely not. Marius, it's raining. I'll be
No, man.
I'll be in a B&B
So I'm going to be roughing it while you sit and chill.
in your rooftop tent.
Nice to have you on the trip. Do not count the sheep. Do not count the sheep. Do not. Where are you going? Where are you going?
I am with Knysna.
Where have you come from?
Oh, let me take my thing off. Where did it come from? George.
So how long
Yeah,
does this
yeah.
take?
Quite a long time for me. 76 kilometers.
And,
So,
and where do you live?
Harwick.
Okay, explain, what are you doing? Because I'm on a bit of a trip around the country. Are you doing the same?
Oh, cool. Yes, I'm doing the Cape Cross, which is it's a cycle tour that's been set up by the Cape government
Yeah,
as an initiative to get pedal power going in the country.
that is
And I'm
cool.
doing that.
What's your
Yeah,
name?
Julia.
Julia, have
Am
you
I
got...
going to be on TV?
You are. How do we, what's social media stuff? Can people follow you? What's the...
Oh, I run a small business called Spectrum Tours,
Yeah,
and so I've been posting on that. But otherwise, I'm low profile.
I love it. I
Just
think it's so
running on
cool.
my own. Yeah.
That is really amazing.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
Safe cycling.
Where are you?
No, so we're doing a 30-day kind of unlock South Africa just
Oh,
to
how
see how far it
nice.
is and going to all the places
Oh,
that are off the
awesome.
beaten track.
Yes.
And trying to tell stories of the people that live in little places
Oh,
like the
awesome.
Vlugt and
Yes.
off the grid spots. So that's what
Lovely,
that's what
lovely.
we're doing.
There's a cool little I've forgotten what it's called. I've got the little pamphlet. But speak to this guy. He's very articulate, very sharp. And he runs this African Experience Bush Cafe, and it's a MPO. Where he takes in people and teaches them skills, like practical life skills. And we've got a business cafe and a
Like a little
and
craft
coffee
shop
and
and
a coffee shop.
how far
Yeah.
down is it?
Not far. Trust
Okay,
me.
maybe-
It's taking
maybe-
me about 2 hours to ride, but I think by
So-
car it's going to take about 10 minutes.
So I need a coffee break.
Yes, you definitely do.
Sadly, we just did not have enough time to stop at the African Experience Bush Cafe and Craft Shop, but it is on my hit list for next time. Onward we pushed, our final destination, Victoria Bay. Cheers, boy. That is not coffee.
No. It's water.
It's the holy water.
Dry water.
What a lucky day. Have you done the 7 passes? You haven't.
No.
And even that little bit we did, the Phantom Forest, but I also hadn't done. I mean, I've done a bit of 7s coming from George down that way, but never linked it all the way through. It was actually beautiful and raining when we started.
Canopy of Trees.
Man, we live in a good place, eh?
Stunning.
But you know this place well, eh? You come here, you're telling me you've kayaked up the river. Such
Special
a good
place.
It's a good place, eh?
It's surprising in that just behind you, you've got all this nature.
Yeah.
And you've got these beautiful gravel roads. When you hear a map of Africa, you think, what's that?
Yeah.
But the vistas from there, absolutely magnificent.
You've got ocean, lagoon, mountain, forest. It's pretty much.
We've stayed at a
playground.
house in Wilderness above the beach, and you see the shadow. You're in the garden, you see the shadow, and you think, what the hell is that? A plane's about to crash.
And it's a
and here comes a paraglider past you.
Oh, he's probably seen a lot of topless girls as he comes around. That's why they jump off here. Eh? But you also, I mean, it's very personal, but I mean, you were saying to me with your dad's ashes.
Yep.
Special place for you guys.
Yeah, as a family, we love this place, and we've been here a lot. And yeah.
No, well, I mean, for me, it's cool that you did the long track from PE. It's like to sit around a fire and talk a bit of nonsense.
The garden route, I'll do it every day. But I mean, you don't only have a garden route, you've got all these other trails and tracks that now you've introduced
Hey, quiet.
the viewers to as well,
Yeah.
and myself.
No, listen, I mean, this is
What
like
an adventure!
this is like day 5, and it's
What an adventure!
I don't know where we're going to end up, but it's pretty special. It really is.
And what a magnificent vehicle! And yeah, I think the partnership is just it's fantastic.
It's felt like it's Isuzu country. I promise you, all the places we've been through the Karoo, that's
We've
what
seen
we
a lot
passed.
of them today.
How's that photograph we took today?
Yeah,
There were 4 Isuzus, all parked, different generations.
Good to see the old 2.4 with the World Contact 4x4, the Continental tyre, which was
that's-
the very first tyre that we fitted. That was the start of the relationship with Isuzu. So it's good to see the progression. That's an original bakkie.
Heading through the Bavions, the guy at the gate was telling me, he's got the old 2.8, raves about it, and they all rave about its gravel abilities, because we know it's rugged reliability of the vehicle, but it's that combination that the tyre on that vehicle is what also makes it good.
So Isuzu have made a really bold call, and they fitted a proper 50/50 all-terrain, which means that when you get it, it's got fantastic tar manners, it's quiet, it's good in wet and dry conditions on tar, but likewise when you go off-road, you don't have to have that initial concern about, am I going to get a tyre penetrated by stones, sharp rocks, am I going to get a puncture? Not with this.
I know you guys all prescribe 2.2 on the 83s, but I dropped it low. I made it 1.8 because we were like 6 hours on the gravel. That's fine.
If it's a good gravel road, that's absolutely perfect.
And that's what guys don't realize, you can drop the tire pressures in those tires because they're made to live in both environments. You can't go and do that in your low profile sports tire, or if you're running in an SUV or a bakkie that's running on strictly road tires.
The sidewalls are far more reinforced than a road tire. And a road tire, the air pressure has to maintain the structure. Whereas these tires, because of the reinforcement, you can reduce your pressures because they're reinforced, so they can still carry the load, but you get the better grip. And
Flatter footprint.
Yes.
No stress about it coming off the rim, which is crucial too, because if we're going in the sand,
your
which we're going
bead, you've
to...
got a metal bead this thick that holds the tyre onto the rim.
Come, baby.
You've just got to remember that if you go down from sand and you go down a lot, that
What do you
you've
run?
got
Like can I run 0.5 on that?
No.
0.8?
I would say the first thing you do when you get onto sand, depending on the type of sand and the heat,
Yeah.
if it's very hot and very fine, maybe 0.9,
Okay.
0.8.
Also with that weight, I must remember, because you've got the rooftop tents and all the other stuff.
I would
on
go
there.
to 1 bar,
Yeah.
and if you start getting stuck, then you drop slightly
Okay.
from there, but you go to a bar.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay?
Ching, chong, cha. Ching, chong, cha. Okay, so you, Brian. Can you, Brian? No, you did a bloody good fight.
Let me have another sip of water and absolutely.
Just don't buffalo that, eh? You know, it's left-hand rules.
Yes, this is
Okay.
my left hand.
No, no. We'll reverse it. No, but listen, thanks, boy. It's been lekker.
Cheers.
It's been nice to hang out. You
Great
don't have to go
adventure.
tomorrow, you know that.
I think I might stay.
We're all going to the hell. It's a hell of a lekker plek.
Fire going. Carries on sweating, but it starts to get crisp. Yeah.
But that thing works like a charm. My dad made that. Check the handle. He turned it on his lathe. Check it. Turn that.
Amazing.
And that's how he always brides, a little hook. This is like a bride dance.
It's, I'll stop drinking when Captain Morgan puts his leg down.
Oh, there you go, right. I'm getting my steps up. Next time on Just to See How Far It Is. Morning. The cup says the good life, and it is. Vic Bay. No surf though, which is a bit sad, but I'll tell you what, I'm going for a paddle. And Chopper over here went and blew the fuse of the cigarette light in the cubbyhole, so Umpy at the Isuzu dealership in George is helping us out putting a new fuse in, and we'll be up on the road in no time. Destination to hell. Cycle there, and now cycle back.
So we were from Prince Albert into the hell yesterday,
Yeah.
and from the hell back to here.
And why? Is there something wrong with you guys?
Because we have the thinnest, lightest that wants to that came here once and is confident. Ew, it'd be cool for the posse to come and ride. Said it's a 62 kilo hobbit over there.
It's going to be something really special for me. Spend a night in the hell, have a chat with the locals, and find out why on earth you'd want to live so far from civilization.